Yo, Chiva, welcome to the Thousand Hills country.
Thank you for having me here. I'm just so happy to be in Rwanda. First time here, loving it.
Yeah, man. First time, what did you come for?
So basically, I've come here to look at the music industry, see what it's like, see the talent we have here. Because back in Kenya, I've already signed one Rwandese artist. His name is Gallus, and he's doing very well out there. So I want to see the potential we have here. Basically, the venues, the events, the studios, and yeah, just see how Bliss Records Kenya can venture into Rwanda.
Yeah. Inawezekana kuwa kwamba kuna mtu anakuona kwa mara ya kwanza kabisa. How do you introduce yourself to in detail?
Kwa wale wase wamenionza for the first time, mimi huitwa Chiva, mimi ni msanii. I'm also a producer of a label. And yeah, so I'm also a businessman. So yeah, mutanicheki. I'm sure you've seen some of the videos that have been playing in Rwanda, in East Africa. So yeah, I mean, now I'm here, so munanijua.
But you don't look like Kenyans, eh?
Okay, basically, mimi ni Muhindi Mpanjabi, lakini nimeishi Kenya all my life. Actually, I'm fourth generation Kenya. Hata wazazi wangu wamezaliwa Kenya, wameishi Kenya, so manake okay, mimi ni mweupe lakini mimi ni Mkenya. Yeah.
So kimuziki unajitambulisha kama Mkenyan?
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Ni style genre yangu ya muziki. Of course, mushaona ni fusion. Tuna fuse Kihindi, tuna fuse Kiafrika ya Kenya, saa ya Rwanda. So hatuna limitation. Lakini yeah, muziki yangu ni Kiafrika. Of course, foundation ya music ni Kiafrika. Lakini tuna blend na vitu zingine like Kihindi, Kiarabu, everything.
Yeah, how do you rank yourself in Kenya, in the music industry of Kenya? Like, how's Chiva? Is your music really being played and you heard like one of the main artists in Uganda, in Kenya?
So basically, Bliss Records in Kenya is the fastest grown label because we are only 1.5 years old. So in 1.5 years old, we're the first label, number one, to do a song in Kikuyu, Luo, and Kihindi. So we've already broken that ground. We're the first label to do different languages in one track. Those languages. We're also the first label to do over 20 videos in 1 year. So yeah, right now we're getting a lot of airplay. We're getting a lot of love from the fans there, not only in Kenya but other parts of East Africa, India as well. Yeah, so
that's so cool. So maybe that's why you're here for the media tour. You're trying to attribute yourself a little bit bigger in East Africa.
Exactly.
So what do you think is going to be your biggest efforts to be able to invade East Africa, to invade the East African market?
Number one, the first thing is I think uniqueness. One thing we have, two things we're riding on is number one, uniqueness, number two, culture, like I said, and fusion. So the fact that I have a Rwandan artist, I mean a Rwandese artist in my label, he's the one who actually made me want to come and see what Rwanda is like. Because he told me a lot about Rwanda and he's so talented. So I think the fact that we can blend cultures and fuse cultures is what will help us expand. Because for example, if I do my song in an Indian language and I have someone in Rwandese and I have someone in maybe French, that gives me 3 different audiences. You see, so already that's expanding. Now it's just for Bliss to go out there, meet people, speak to people, and grow the label and also, you know, grow music in general. Yeah.
What do you see so far in like 2 years coming?
Where do I see myself in 2 years? So in 2 years, in 1 year, I want to tour myself. First of all, more tours, get into more countries, get into more markets. By the second year, I want to expand Bliss in terms of even sooner than 2 years, but by the second year, I want to have more branches of Bliss. So we have Bliss Records Kenya. I would love to have a Bliss Records Rwanda. I'd love to have a Bliss Records Uganda. I'd love to have a Bliss Records India. So that's what I want to see. In 2 years, I want us to be a musical empire. Yeah.
What is your latest record, the one that you like putting more effort and promote?
The newest one is with the video is called Baby Yo. That's it's got a Rwandese hook with the artist Gallus on it. I'm sure if you guys have not already seen it, get on Bliss Records Kenya, our YouTube channel, watch Baby Yo. It's got Gallus on it. Yeah, so that's...
So what does it talk about?
So Baby Yo is Gallus basically talking about taking a girl to Rwanda.
Okay.
Right, and he's telling her he's gonna show her the Ingaji and like all the cool things about Rwanda.
Yeah.
And me and Vides, who's the other artist on the track, we're just talking about, you know, like we're just talking love to a girl. Yeah, which is, it's a simple, nice party song. It's a happy song, but that's the song with the video. The next two songs we've done, again, they're with pictures on YouTube. One is called International, and another one is called Mamae. So we're planning the videos in a very big way. Right? So once those videos are out, that's what we're gonna push really hard.
Yeah. This song talks about taking a girl in Rwanda. So did you bring one? The one I saw.
The girl that I brought to Rwanda is actually two things. She's the girl I'm sure you've seen in the video of Usinitese. So she's the model in Usinitese. She's actually from Canada. Her name is Alicia Jamal, and she's from Canada, and she's actually a bikini athlete, and she's the new manager of Bliss Records. So she handles her artists. She's handling my affairs here as well. She's my advisor and the manager of Bliss. So yeah. She's the girl I brought to Rwanda.
I thought we were going to be like, she's everything to me.
She is everything to me. You'll see her. You'll see her in the video.
She also handles your heart, right?
She handles my heart, and she handles my affairs and my business and everything. Yeah.
Unamchukulia kama mtu gani kimapenzi?
Mpenzi.
Are you guys planning some big stuffs like getting married, putting a ring on it?
What we're planning is, before we put the ring on it, for whatever, we're gonna make this thing an empire. When we have our empire like this, when Bliss becomes our baby, then of course the ring will be on it.
Murianza na management ya lebo wala murianza na management ya moyo wako?
Okay, wakati alinipata alikuwa amekam kutoka Canada, and by that time Bliss ilikuwa, let's say Bliss ilikuwa almost a year old. Na kuna masiasa nilikuwa napitia, and she came from a very analytical point of view, na alitusaidia kupatia Bliss an extra push. So yeah, so Bliss ilikuwa kwanza, akajoin Bliss na akaisukuma to another level.
Okay.
So nashukuru sana ina.
That's great. Would you please sing a little bit about that song?
Okay, so my verse goes, baby yeah, baby yo, baby yeah, you're the peace and the calm and the raha. You're the one that I want and desire. You're the one to the time I retire.
Yeah. That's the one you really want when you'll be retiring. That's what you want.
There you go. You know it. You know it. You know it.
That's what's up. So tell me, do you know anything about Rwandan music?
To be very honest, I've come here to learn. I've come here to learn. So my only, what do I call it? My only influence of Rwandan music is Gallus, my own artist. And again, I found him in Kenya. So seeing his talent is what made me come in search of more talent here. Because I think there's something about Rwandese artists. So I think there's something about Rwandese culture. Even I see it from the city, I see it from the people. This place has what I'd like to call spirit and soul. There's a soul here that nowadays, in a very commercial market and in a very, like in commercial life, you don't see it. People are very fake, very plastic. But I see a lot of culture here, a lot of love here, a lot of compassion, and that translates into music, right? That is what I love about, you know, what I've come here to look for. And yeah, I don't know if people know yet, but what I'm looking for here is a female artist, someone who's undiscovered. She has the look, she has the talent, but someone we can push
to sign in the rebel or collaborate with us on the song.
Both.
Did you try and look for one?
No, that's why I'm here. Yeah,
okay, cool. Let's wait and maybe you'll discover one.
Yeah, let's hope so. If there's someone out there, Bliss Records is looking for talent.
Yeah. Neno la mwisho to the viewers.
Keep it bliss, keep it peaceful, and I love the respect you give me, and I give it right back, and I love the love.